In 2025, the little couple family has gone through so many changes that you won't believe it. A lot has happened in the lives of Bill Clean, Dr. Jen Arnold, and their kids Will and Zoey. Some changes have been amazing, and others have been surprising. Fans have been asking, what happened to the beloved family after years of not seeing them on reality TV? Well, get ready, because their most recent news will leave you speechless. People were quickly drawn to Bill Clean and Dr. Jennifer Arnold's touching and motivational journey when the little couple first aired on TLC in 2009. The show was different from many reality shows that focus on drama because it showed a real positive pair dealing with life's problems, with love, humor, and determination. Bill and Jen's story touched a lot of people, not just because of the unique ways they dealt with skeletal dysplasia, but also because it showed strength, resilience, and the will to be happy, no matter what. At the heart of the show was how well the couple got along. Jen, who is a well-known neonatologist, and Bill, who is a famous businessman, gave reality TV a new dynamic. When the show first started, their love story had already been going on for years. It was based on respect, support, and goals they both had. The show gave fans a close look at their daily lives, including the good things about being married and the hard things that come with having a rare form of dwarfism. One of the most interesting things about the little couple was how it showed off Jen's impressive career. She spent her whole career as a neonatologist working with babies who were born too early or were very sick. She dedicated her life to saving and improving the lives of babies who were at risk. Many people looked up to her, especially women in STEM areas, because she loved medicine and did groundbreaking work in pediatric care. Bill, meanwhile, used his business sense to start a number of successful businesses, such as Rocky and Maggie's, a pet store that was named after their beloved dogs. Their friendly, fun attitude and sharp business sense went well with Jen's drive, making them a great team. But even though they had a great life together, something was still missing: having a family. The little couple wrote about their very emotional journey as they struggled to have children. Jen's health situation meant that she could not get pregnant, so the couple looked into surrogacy. Unfortunately, their surrogate had a miscarriage, which was very sad and made them think about other ways to become parents. Bill and Jen decided to adopt in the end, which would change their lives forever. Will, their first child, was born from China in 2013. There was a lot of excitement and feeling during the adoption process, and fans were thrilled to see Bill and Jen hold their son for the first time. With parents who loved him and were ready to give him the world, Will quickly got used to his new life. He is also a little short. People loved how fun and daring he was, which made him an instant fan favorite. But their family's journey wasn't over yet. Bill and Jen brought their daughter Zoey home from India later that same year. Will is also short, and Zoey is too. She had a hard time fitting in with the Klein family. At first, she was shy and hesitant because she was having a hard time getting used to her new surroundings. Zoey grew into a happy and confident child with the help of her parents' love, kindness, and support. Fans watched for 14 years as the Klein family dealt with life's ups and downs. The little couple gave an honest look into the lives of a family that wouldn't let problems define them. They talked about everything from family vacations to health scares, job advancements to everyday parenting moments. People really liked how Bill and Jen raised their kids. They are firm but caring, and they back their kids' independence while also pushing them to do so. The show also showed what it's really like to have spinal dysplasia. Bill and Jen were always open about the medical problems they were having and the physical limits they were facing. But they also showed that their illness did not define them. They showed people that hard work and creativity could lead to a happy life by making changes to their home to meet their needs, driving modified cars, and getting around mobility problems. A lot of people saw Will and Zoey grow up over the years. Fans were thrilled about their first words, first days of school, parties, and hobbies. People saw Zoey discover her love for animals and Will become really into sports. The brothers had an undeniable bond, and some of the most memorable episodes of the show were filled with their funny antics and heartwarming moments together. Interesting. But in 2019, after 14 great seasons, the popular reality show abruptly ended. People were looking forward to a new season. But as the months went by without an official statement, rumors spread that the show might not be coming back. One of the main reasons the show stopped all of a sudden was that the production company, LMNO Cable Group, and Discovery Communications, the parent company of TLC, were in a court battle. Years ago, the legal fight started when LMO said that a former accountant stole money from them and then said that Discovery was trying to take control of their content. The little couple was stuck because of this dispute, because the legal problems weren't settled. No new episodes could be made. Deeds could be made. Legal problems were already a big problem, but the COVID-19 epidemic that came out of nowhere in early 2020 made things even more difficult. Like many TV shows, the little couple ran into problems with scheduling because of lockdowns, travel restrictions, and health issues. It would have been hard to film during the pandemic, even if the legal issues had been settled sooner. This is especially true for Jen, who worked as a neonatologist and was physically present during the crisis. Even with these problems, Bill and Jen stayed involved in their personal and work lives, showing that their journey went on even when the cameras were off. Bill Clean and Dr. Jennifer Arnold started a new part of their lives when the little couple ended. Zoey. They moved from their home in Florida to the busy city of Boston, Massachusetts. Changes were important, not only because they meant a new place to live, but also because they meant new chances for their family. Their new home was a beautiful farmhouse style that gave them comfort and room for their growing kids, Will and Zoey. Even though the weather in Boston was much cooler than in Florida, where it was sunny and warm, the family was very happy to be there. But even though they have a new start, their journey in Boston has not been easy. Bill Clean recently said that their home had been the target of harassment, which is a scary thing that no family should have to go through. In an honest post, he showed security video of the disturbing events and talked about being angry and worried about the safety of his family. Bill felt bad because it made him think of all the mean things people have said and done to him because of his spinal dysplasia. These bad things have happened to them, but Bill has refused to let them get down because he is determined to rise above the harassment. As a loving father, he sees it as a chance to teach Will and Zoey a valuable lesson about being strong, brave, and determined in the face of hardship. Jen Arnold, on the other hand, has kept making groundbreaking advances to medicine. She has always been at the cutting edge of pediatric care, thanks to her long and successful work as a neonatologist. As the executive program head of immersive design systems at Boston Children's Hospital, she has been able to take her skills to a whole new level. In this job, she focuses on using cutting-edge medical simulations to teach medical workers, which uses new technology to improve patient outcomes. Jen's desire to teach medical students has also taken her around the world. She just got back from a trip to Nigeria, where she was very important in setting up programs to train doctors to work with kids. Her work is making it easier for kids in neglected areas to get medical care, which shows that her influence goes far beyond the walls of any one hospital. Her commitment to making pediatric care better has made her famous and solidified her position as a leader in the field. Jen works at Boston Children's Hospital, but she has also joined a new site to meet with parents and other caregivers. She is now the host of the show Boston Children's Parent Cast, where she talks about common medical issues, gives expert advice, and talks about the newest developments in pediatric care. The show is popular and gives parents who may be feeling stressed out about their kids' health problems useful information. Families all over the world find her very helpful because she can explain complicated medical topics in a way that everyone can understand. Yes. Even though Bill and Jen are very busy with work, they are still determined to give Will and Zoey a safe and loving home. As their kids get older and become teenagers, they still help them follow their hobbies and passions. Zoey has grown to love horses and animals, while Will has become interested in sports and is now playing basketball and even going to a sailing camp. Their parents are very proud of how much they have grown and changed, and they told them to follow their dreams without any limits. There have been ups and downs in Bill and Jen's life since they were no longer a little couple, but they have shown over and over again that they can get through anything. They continue to inspire fans with their strength and unwavering drive, whether they're dealing with personal problems, unwanted harassment, or making huge steps forward in the medical field. However, Dr. Jennifer Arnold has been through a lot in her life. But her fight with stage 3 chocarcinoma, a rare form of cancer she was diagnosed with in 2013, was the scariest. It's the scariest. The news came at a very emotional time for her because she and her husband, Bill Clean, were just finishing the adoption of their second child, Zoey. The happy birth of their daughter should have been a time for pure happiness, but Jen was instead put in a terrible battle for her life. The little couple did a lot of reporting on her trip through cancer treatment, giving viewers an open and honest look at the problems she faced. Her body and mind were hurt by the harsh treatment she had to go through. Even when she was at her best, Jen was a shining example of strength because she wouldn't let her illness define her. She fought through the pain because she wanted to be there for her family. Bill was always there for her, and her kids, Will and Zoey, loved her. Jen finally got the news she had been looking for after months of harsh treatment. She was no longer sick. Though the battle was very rough, she emerged successful. Because of that, she has spent a lot of time since then raising awareness about cancer. She has been through a diagnosis herself and knows how scary it can be. That's why she's made it her goal to teach others about early detection, treatment options, and how important research is in the fight against this terrible disease. Jen has done more than just talk about her own experience. She has also actively supported groups that fund cancer research and programs that help cancer patients. She has spoken at many medical conferences, helped raise money for good causes, and used her fame to tell people to take charge of their health. Many people who are going through similar struggles have been moved by her story, which shows that it is possible to survive cancer and that there is hope on the other side. Cancer awareness is important to Jen, but she wants to do more to help people. She has long been an advocate for people with spinal dysplasia. She uses her medical knowledge and own experiences to teach others about the good and bad things about being a dwarf. She has worked closely with groups like Little People of America, LPA, to help make sure that everyone, including people with disabilities, can get what they need. Through her work, she continues to break down walls and fight against stereotypes, showing that being different physically does not stop someone from succeeding. In addition to her work as an advocate, Jen recently took on another important role. She helped her family after Hurricane Cullen. A lot of damage was done in Florida by the strong storm, which affected many families, including some of Jen's own. Even though she was very busy at Boston Children's Hospital, she made time to go to Florida and help those who needed it. Because that's not Jen, she didn't just offer mental support. She put on her work clothes and began. She helped organize relief efforts, helped get goods to people who needed them, and made sure that those who were hurt could get the medical care they needed. Jen doesn't just help people for a living. It's a calling. Her commitment to helping people in need is yet another example of how strong and caring she is. Jen never forgets how important it is to take care of herself, even though she has a job, works as an advocate, and has a family. She is still very careful about her health and gets regular checkups to make sure she stays in recovery. She has also become an advocate for general health, stressing how important it is to live a balanced life, deal with stress, and put mental health first. Every time Jen shows that she is a real force to be reckoned with, she keeps going even after everything she has been through. She has a huge effect on the world, whether she's saving lives in the neonatal unit, giving talks at medical conferences, working for equality, or helping hurricane victims rebuild. About Clean Bill. His pet store, Rocky and Maggie's, in Houston, Texas, shows how dedicated and hardworking he is. He has always had an entrepreneurial attitude. The shop has been more than just a business. It was named after the couple's favorite rescue dogs, Rocky and Maggie. The goal of this love project has been to provide high-quality pet supplies and grooming services while also building a sense of community among pet owners. Since it opened, the shop has gained a lot of loyal customers. Many fans of the couple have come in to support Bill's business. But in the past year, Rocky and Maggie's had an unexpected setback that made the shop have to close for a while. Bill hasn't said much about what happened in public, but fans quickly started to think that vandalism might have had something to do with it. Some people noticed that Bill wasn't as busy on social media when the store wasn't open, which made people even more interested in what was going on. It's still not clear what happened, but it was clear that something big had stopped the store from running normally. Bill has always cared a lot about the success of his business, so the short closure was no doubt hard for him. Rocky and Maggie's was more than just a shop. It was an important part of the local pet-loving community, They sold specialty pet foods, accessories, and even clothes made just for small breeds. The shop had also held events where people could adopt pets, which helped local rescues and taught people how to be good pet parents. Bill cared about more than just making money from the shop. It was about improving the lives of pets and their owners. Bill was strong and determined to get his business back on track, even though things were hard. Rocky and Maggie were able to get back to work after what must have been a very hard and trying time. While Bill hasn't said for sure if security was tightened after what happened, many customers have said they are glad and excited that the store is back open. His dedication to making sure pet owners feel welcome in the place shows how persistent and committed he is. It's never easy to run a small business, especially when problems come up out of the blue. Bill has always been honest about the difficulties of being an entrepreneur, and he often talks about his own experiences as a business owner. But he knows that setbacks are part of the road. Being able to adapt and keep going has always been one of his best qualities. He has kept his eye on the bigger picture, making sure that Rocky and Maggie's stays a successful part of the Houston community, even with this latest setback. Bill has been busy putting his business back together and taking care of his kids at the same time. It's not easy to raise two kids, Will and Zoey. Bill has also made it clear that his family is still the most important thing to him. Even though he's had problems at work, he has never let worry get in the way of being a dad. He still plays an active role in his kids' lives, helping Zoey in her horseback riding and cheering on Will at his basketball games. Bill's unwavering drive shows that he is not one to give up, even when things get tough with Rocky and Maggie's. He has always been an advocate for resilience, whether in his personal life or at work. A professional job, and this is the same case. Another sign of his strength and determination is that he was able to restart his business after a setback. But lately, there have been a lot of stories on the internet that Bill Clean and Dr. Jennifer Arnold are going to get a divorce. Do not worry though. These claims are not true at all. There is no proof that their marriage is in trouble, even though rumors are going around online. What they do on social media, on the other hand, says a very different story. Bill and Jen keep writing sweet things about each other on Facebook, where they celebrate birthdays, big events, and everyday things as a family. Even though they've been through health problems, job changes, and all of life's ups and downs, their bond is still as strong as ever. Rumors that aren't true about reality TV stars happen all the time, especially after they stop airing their show. Some fans may have thought that Bill and Jen's busy schedules or the move to Boston were signs of stress, but fans who have been following them for years know better. From being newlyweds to having two wonderful kids has been a journey of strength, love, and working together. If you've heard that they're getting a divorce, don't believe it. Bill and Jen are still focusing on their marriage and jobs, but their kids, Will and Zoey, are growing up so fast that fans who watched them when they were little can't believe it. It seems like only yesterday that people saw the little couple take their first steps together. Will is now 14 years old and Zoey is 13. Zoey, the family's youngest child, has grown up to be a brave and sure of herself teen. She has recently become interested in horseback riding and has been seen riding a huge Clydesdale. That's not the end of her bond with animals. She also has bunnies as pets and loves taking care of them. Her caring nature and love for animals have become important parts of who she is. Zoey has been expressing her creativity along with her horseback riding. She and Jen just finished making a fun vlog in which she talked about personal things and gave fans a look into her hobbies and personality. One of the things she said was that she loves the color purple so much and that The Lion King is her all-time favorite movie. Her spirit is clearly very happy and lively, as she is always eager to try new things and express herself. Will, on the other hand, has been making progress in sports. His favorite sport is basketball, and he plays in a Little People of America, LPA sports league to improve his skills. The league gives players with dwarfism a place to come together and compete. Will has made friends and gained confidence through the sport. One of the most memorable things that happened to Will last year was when he got to throw out the first pitch at a Red Sox game at Fenway Park. The moment was unforgettable because he shared it with his mom, Jen. Will did a great job as the starter at one of baseball's most famous parks, For any baseball fan, it was a dream come true to be there. Will likes to play basketball, but he has also got into swimming. He learned how to sail around Boston Harbor at a sailing camp this past summer, which is an impressive and exciting accomplishment for any kid. You need to be skilled, patient, and brave to sail. And the fact that Will is ready to take on such a challenge shows how determined and daring he is. Zoey and Will are both still doing well in their new home in Boston, even after all the changes they've been through. Their parents have always made it a priority to give them chances to discover their interests and become strong, independent adults. No matter if Zoey is crazy about horseback riding or Will is a great athlete, it's clear that both kids are making their own paths while staying grounded in the love and support of their family. People who have been following Will and Zoey for years are thrilled to see how much they have grown. Fans can still see parts of Bill and Gen's life even though they aren't on reality TV anymore. This shows that their journey as a couple and as a family is far from over. The Klein-Arnold family is still an amazing example of love, determination, and the fun of going on trips together in life. How about that? Will the cute couple come back to TV? Well, fans have been eagerly waiting for news of the little couple's return ever since it was taken off the air. But, despite ongoing hopes, it doesn't look like the popular reality show will be back. We'll be back. Bill and Jen's legal battles with the production company had long-lasting effects that make going back to regular TV more difficult than most people think. The couple has never said they don't want to film again, but they have also not made any official plans to do so. So, what do you think about the lives of Bill, Jen, Will, and Zoey right now? Please tell us what you think in the box below. We hope this video was helpful for you. Kindly click like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Glad you watched, and see you in the next film. Thank you.